Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to our planning module. I hope you have had a wonderful week reflecting on your transformation over these past 3 months. Today we are diving into something truly exciting, creating your personal roadmap, the foundation layer of your planning system. Think of this as designing your journey through your lifetime. We are not just plotting external achievements here. We are mapping out what your soul wants to experience and share through your life, and how it wants to grow through your human experience. Here is the profound truth. Your growth and your soul's growth are one and the same thing. This growth, this expansion of consciousness, this deepening of love, this refinement of wisdom, this is the real reward, the treasure that remains after the end of your life. Everything else is temporary, but what your soul learns and becomes through your human journey is eternal. Your roadmap has 3 crucial components, and I want you to think of them as the sacred geography of your life journey. Number 1 is your starting point, where you are right now. This is where your reflection exercise from last week becomes invaluable. You need absolute clarity about where you stand today, not where you wish you were, not where you think you should be, but exactly where you are. This includes your current skills, resources and circumstances, your energy levels and health, your relationships and support systems, your mindset and belief patterns, your spiritual connection and your clarity. Remember, there is no judgment here. Your starting point is perfect because it's real, and reality is always the best foundation for authentic transformation. Number 2, your aspirations, the magnetic north of your soul. Here is where we return to those 3 transformative questions from week 6, but now we are creating something much more powerful than single goals. We are creating an ensemble of desires, a constellation of aspirations that work together like GPS satellites to provide you with clear orientation and direction. Think of your aspirations as a group, a family of related desires that might include the experiences you want to have, the person you want to become, and the contribution you want to make. These end goals might be expressed and represented through role models who embody qualities your soul recognizes and aspires to. These might be historic or religious figures like saints, contemporary figures you admire from a distance, or even people somewhat close to you like your grandparents. However, it is important that they are not too close to your daily life, not your parents, your current bosses, your active mentors, or your spouse. Why? Because you need to manage and regulate the influence other people have on you. When someone is too close, their personal opinions and expectations can override your soul's authentic voice. A living role model is also a human person with their own agenda and changing. If you give such a person too much power over your life, they might come into a position to mislead you, whether intentionally or not. Living humans are also constantly changing, which can disrupt their ability to act as a stable North Star for your journey. When it comes to historical figures, you have the power to define their persona and the way you want to see them, focusing on the specific qualities that inspire you. They do not have the power to disrupt your system or use you for their own gain. This makes them often more reliable as pure sources of inspiration. All models work best when they represent pure inspiration rather than direct influence or expectation. This ensemble approach is crucial because you need to fix your energy on these desires, not on the challenges you encounter along the way. When you anchor your energy to your true and deep aspirations, they become magnets and pull you forward on your way, turning every obstacle into an opportunity. These aspirations and desires are not time-bound and measurable in the traditional sense. Over time, you refine them to become more specific and to start to see the sequence of steps you need to take to come ever closer to them. They need to be truly yours. They need to make your soul sing when you close your eyes and imagine them. Number 3, the challenges. The challenges are the containers of your life lessons. Now, between you and your aspirations, you encounter challenges. But here's the deeper truth. Challenges are milestones, they are opportunities. They are not obstacles, they are learning stations that your soul and God have carefully placed on your path. Each challenge holds a specific lesson that you need for your journey. When you approach a challenge, there is a natural rhythm with 3 distinct phases. The first is observation. You slow down as you near it. This isn't procrastination, it is wisdom. You need to study the challenge, interact with it, even tease it a little bit. You are observing what it contains and how it presents itself. The next is understanding. You communicate with the challenge, discovering why it has appeared in your life at this exact moment. What quality is it asking you to develop? What understanding is it offering? This is where you receive the lesson it holds. And then comes transformation. Once you have received the lesson and integrated it with your current beliefs and knowledge, you can overcome the challenge. You move now through it due to your transformation with ease. And when you move on swiftly towards your next life station, your next challenge. There is a critical point. Never fix your energy on the challenge itself. Focus your attention on your current situation, but keep your energy anchored to your aspirations behind the challenges. Otherwise, you will be drawn to struggle rather than grow, and you will find it difficult to move on once you have learned your lesson. Let me share something that might surprise you. The most powerful roadmaps include aspirations that seem completely out of hand from your current perspective. Why? Because impossible goals do something magical. They force you to stretch, to grow, and to transform yourself. When you aim for something that requires you to transform who you are, you align with your soul's deepest desire for growth and evolution. Your soul isn't interested in you staying comfortable and safe. It wants you to expand, to discover new dimensions of your being. Now, let's create your roadmap together. Take step 1, the starting point. Honor your starting point. Take out your reflection notes from last week. Write a clear, honest assessment of where you are right now. Include both your strengths and your weak spots. This isn't about being harsh with yourself, it's about creating a clear foundation. Step number 2, build up your ensemble of aspirations. Don't create just one goal, create a constellation of related aspirations that work together. Include experiences that make your soul sing, qualities you want to embody, contributions you want to make, and perhaps even role models whose energy resonates with you. Remember, these provide orientation and direction. Your energy will fix on these goals and draw you towards them like a magnet. Step 3. Identify the upcoming challenges. Look at the space between where you are and your aspirations. What challenges do you sense are waiting for you? Remember, these are learning stations, not obstacles. Each one holds a lesson your soul needs for its evolution. Step number 4. Practice the sacred rhythm. As you identify each challenge, treat it as a teacher rather than an enemy. Be curious. What might it want to teach you? How might you look after mastering the challenge? Keep your energy anchored to your aspirations behind the challenges and not to the challenges themselves. The evolution of your roadmap. Here's something beautiful about this process. As you move from challenge to challenge, your view of yourself and your aspirations gains clarity and becomes more refined. As you get closer and closer to your destination, you receive clearer and stronger energy. And sometimes surprises happen. You discover behind something you saw as an end goal a path to an even higher aspiration. Life will not get boring, even when you approach the primary destinations of your journey. There is nothing wrong with this discovery. This is spiritual maturity in action. Simply attach your energy to a new aspiration and disconnect it from your past success. After, celebrating and appreciating it with joy. If you don't make this shift, your journey ends prematurely at the interim destination. This is how you can move on until the end of your days, always growing, always learning, adding experiences your soul has been craving for. Isn't that a beautiful way to remain healthy and filled with energy while growing old? Before our next session, I want you to create the first draft of your roadmap. Let your soul guide this process. First again, your starting point. A clear, honest assessment of where you are now. When I repeat, your aspirations. A constellation of related, deeply felt desires that provide direction and orientation. Don't worry about specifics. Focus on energy and feeling. When next, your learning stations foresee 3 to 5 major challenges that separate you from your destination. Look at each task that was given to you from God and your soul. Your roadmap isn't just a planning tool. It's a sacred covenant between your human self and your soul. It's your commitment to honor the magnificence of following your life's path in full. Next week, we'll explore how to align your resources with this vision. But now and when, allow yourself to dream big. Your soul wants you to dream big. And believe me, your soul wants you to be truly great. The universe is abundant and infinite. Your soul and God are able and willing to send you always everything you need for your next step, and they do it. Take this week to create your roadmap with love, courage, and complete trust into your soul's wisdom. I can't wait to see what emerges when you give your soul permission to dream without limits. See you next week. If you feel this video added value to your life, let it be known. Click the like button and follow us.